Hey all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Jules and these days I make Squishmallow content, but sometimes I just don't feel like it, and I've been very conflicted, which I have already discussed on my channel. I am someone who used to make videos about different content, but due to chronic illness and especially the fatigue, brain fog, and executive function of it all, it's really hard to do that. However, I personally love sitting and watching vlogs of people just talk about their everyday life, but I figured it'd be more exciting if I sat and did it behind my squish collection, or rather in front. I'm just showing off my lovely outfit of the day. I have my period and I have PMDD. I take birth control continuously, meaning that I don't take the placebo pills. I skip that week and take the pills. I'm not supposed to get my period at all. That's how many people treat their PMDD. If you don't, I understand birth control is a controversial topic, and that's quite all right. I think what works for me is not going to work for everyone else, and I'm well aware. But if I didn't have my little pre-pill, I wouldn't be here making content. I wouldn't be functioning out in the world. But this was one of the worst PMDD flares I've had in a long time. So PMDD plays a huge role in my illness and how I got sick and how I had to stop working in the field. So I had undiagnosed Graves' disease. That was the first problem that was going on that I wasn't aware of. And my doctors weren't saying, maybe we should just do a blood test for that. So instead, my PMDD was just flaring. My pill wasn't working, and I was just regularly getting my period. And not even every month. It was so bad I would get it like every 2 weeks at points. And I would be bent over in pain with a heating pad, crawling up to my desk and doing telehealth meetings with clients, and then having nothing left for the rest of my day in life because PMDD is just so unbearable. And that was a painful time in my life. And now I am frustrated to be dealing with this again. I am not dealing with it in that severity, though. I think I just get anxiety that that's going to happen again if my Graves' disease flares again. I'm many months post-treatment. I'm off my medication for my Graves' disease. My thyroid's been stable for a really long time. I'm hopeful that it still is. It's really hard to tell. They tell me that if I have symptoms of Graves, I'll just know, but the symptoms of Graves are so similar to all the other chronic illnesses that I have, and even some mental health struggles I have. It's really hard to say. And no, I actually filmed an entire vlog for y'all that had nothing to do with Squish and was just me being miserable. And I watched it back and had no idea why I was so miserable the whole time until the very end of the vlog, when I ended up bedridden for cramps. I literally could not talk, could not film, could not do anything, was bent over, couldn't walk, and just had to go lie in bed. And that was a week or two ago, because I fought this for a whole week. I just said, nope, I'm not getting my period. I can't deal with this right now. And I kept taking my pill, and I kept having pain and cramps and mood stuff and all those fun PMDD symptoms. So instead of PMDD running its course, which is supposed to be distress in your luteal phase the week before your period, then you get your period and that sucks, and then it's over and you get some relief. Oh no, because I'm on a medication that's inducing my period, it's chemically and biologically a little bit different. So the PMDD just went on longer and longer and longer, and my partner is traveling for work. I get very stressed about that, not because I'm not happy for him. I'm thrilled for him. I'm glad he has a job that he loves and he can help people and make a huge difference and take cool photos. I think he's an awesome person, but I am terrified of everything. So having my partner in a different time zone, very far away from me, not being able to talk to him as regularly, it's just really hard in a lot of ways. It's hard on my autism and like my routine. It's hard on my trauma and my attachment. And it definitely puts my body through stress. I have other things that are also stressing me out. My closest online friend still inpatient. It's been 3 weeks as of today, and I still haven't heard from him. Last time he was in, he was back after 3 weeks, but not today. So it's been a bit lonely and a bit difficult. So my body just went into stress. And right when I last saw my partner this past Saturday, I was like, oh, I'm going to get my period. So I stopped my pill. I stopped it. And I've suffered for the past 3 days with signs that I was going to get my period without fully getting it. And just living with all the PMDD symptoms worsening, feeling terrible. I had a huge meltdown last night because I was so dysregulated from all of this pain. And then today it finally came. So that's been a new theme in taking my birth control, that I say, okay, fine, body, you win. I'll induce my period and I go off of it for the 4 days like I'm supposed to, but then it takes 2 days being off of it to even get it. And so something that's supposed to be a nightmare for like a week or two is a nightmare for much longer than it needs to be. So I'm not talking about this because woe is me. I'm talking about this because I know that especially for neurodivergent people who have the ability to menstruate, a lot of them have PMDD. There's a high correlation in our population. Having these hormonal changes is really hard on the body and the nervous system. And I just want to put it out there that how debilitating it is. Like I have POTS, I have GERD, I have fibromyalgia, and yes, my endo-like symptoms affect all of that. But I would say my PMDD and these problems, because I have pelvic floor dysfunction too, so I have pain there all the time and always have, these are the worst. These are the worst out of everything, the most debilitating out of everything. Like I have wanted to go out and film for y'all, and I will. This is the intro of this vlog. I'm not gonna make it all me sitting on the floor and woe is me, even though parts of me want to just acknowledge my pain, validate that it happens for other people, and educate people, and then we will move forward. But I knew for those of you who are here for this, even though I said in a previous vlog I wouldn't combine content, oh well, I'm an indecisive person, so I'm combining content because it has been a rough time. And you will see this hoodie. This is my partner's hoodie. I don't care that it's old and has stains on it. Yes, I changed my shirt. Yes, I wear deodorant. Yes, I shower. Thank you for asking. But I will be wearing this throughout the week because that's what I do. That's part of my ritual when I spend time away from my partner and he has work travel. So yes. But thank you for listening. This has been debilitating and so stressful for people who have to work and have kids and have way less of a privileged life than me. I can't imagine. And the final thing is I'm in an autism support group now that I found through an online friend, and they do services in my home state. And I'm finally going to apply for developmental disability services. I don't think that formally diagnosed autistic people always know this unless it's something they're looking into to pursue. But in my state, at least, you can apply for that if you have a formal autism diagnosis from a neuropsych report, which I do. That video's on my channel. If you're interested, it's all out there. I just feel like I need the extra support. I have my family. I am so lucky and so privileged for everything I have, but I need more. There's so much I don't know how to do in my life skills, and it gives me a lot of anxiety, and I just want to know how to take care of myself, and I want to have more support. So I'm excited to talk about that more on my channel, because in my time in ND affirming, there was a lot of discourse around there's no support for late diagnosed autistic people, so it's not worth getting an evaluation. And getting an evaluation, like going on birth control, it's a very personal decision, and there's pros and cons, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying for me, I needed it. And I'm glad that I went and got a diagnosis years ago. I didn't even know about this DDS stuff. The person who diagnosed me didn't write about it in my report. Even if she was aware, she didn't recommend it to me. And I put this off for a long time. But now that I'm finally connected with people, I'm connected with a support group that's funded by DDS. So they know how DDS works because they technically work for DDS. So I am with their help, and my family's help, and everyone's help, going to pursue this and see what kind of services I will eventually qualify for. So with a formal diagnosis, you can, depending on where you live and certain things, you may qualify for supports and services. And I don't know what they all are, but I will when I go through this process, and I'll be able to share that with you, and that might help some people. All right, so I'm gonna shut up because I'm starting to feel overwhelmed. And I will see you all later in the week, most likely, when I decide to go out and look at Squish, because I know that's what people want to see, but I also want to get some of you people that are here for that. You're going to be here for other things sometimes if it's my channel. I'm going to be yapping about mental health and autism and chronic illness and all the things. And that's why I love Squish, because it's the happy thing in my life. Hey, we're going squish hunting. Finally, my plan was to try to get little Gouda today, but I don't think it's going to be possible because since GameStop is basically going out of business, there was a couple locations close to my house, but now there's only one. I already called that location. The person was really nice on the phone. They don't have it. They only have the Sanrio collection. I called another location, same deal. They don't have it. People don't even know what I'm talking about when I call because it's not listed in their stock online. So the people who work there just have to go and look and see if Little Gouda is there. They're like, Little Gouda, like the cheese? And I'm like, yeah, it's a clip, it's a grilled cheese. I know in the previous vlog I did, I said that I didn't really care that much if I got little Gouda, and I kind of didn't, but I know that y'all did, and I was just trying to do something fun today. I called the GameStop local to where I am now, and they don't have little Gouda either, and dude was stressed. So we were like, no, and I could tell all the clips they had were Sanrio, so I don't know if little Gouda is in my area, if I'm too late or what, but that's it. LOL JK, you're not gonna believe this, but I'm getting little Gouda today. The store manager just called me back excitedly and was like, hey, I didn't think that we had it, but I looked through and I found it and I have it here for you. So I'm going to get little Gouda right now. Look at this. So this is the 6-pack that little Gouda comes in. So this store had it in stock. Yay! It was cool going to GameStop because I got to talk to the person who works there, and they were very kind and welcoming, and almost didn't find little Gouda because little Gouda was not in the box of collectibles. And I wonder if that was someone who wanted to buy them but didn't have the money and was going to come back, because I know collectors do that sometimes, and then they hide them in the store because it was in a completely different part of the store. We're home and settled, had lunch. And here are my sweeties that are gonna go into my collection now. So I'm gonna try to fit them in here since this is where all my brown ones go. And obviously they're brown. So what I'm thinking, and I don't know if it's gonna work, if I move Renee back a little bit, I think I'm gonna put Jones here because that makes sense. Jones and Jericho can go together. Don't fall, Jones. Don't think about it. And then I can put these two. I know I didn't take their tags off yet. I just don't feel like it right now. Honestly, I just want to go lie down and edit this vlog and put it out for y'all. But there we go. Aww, cute. You best not fall. And there we have it. How sweet. Here's the new setup with my beautiful brown squish family. Of course, they're all different shades of brown, but they fit like that. And Jones and Jericho being together like this makes sense. And Gouda and my lovely pancake, I'm forgetting the name of due to brain fog. I know it's Hermione, Hermine, Hermine. They're food. So of course they should be together, because why the heck not? And it's fitting because I also got Chip at the same Walmart that I got Miss Pancake at. So that's that. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I got little Gouda. I wasn't expecting to, and it was really exciting. I know a lot of people are super excited about him, so I hope it was enjoyable for you to see me pick him up. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. And if you're not super into squish, but somehow you ended up here, I like to talk about autism, neurodiversity, mental health, chronic illness. There are other topics out there that are important to me too. So I will make sure to center those on my channel when I have the spoons as well. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye all.